We've been doing this for 20 years. We've done it across a number of functional areas, and so we're quite deep, we think, in the concepts of transformation, whether it be HR, finance, or procurement. Maybe 10 years ago, folks were focused on transactional procurement. How do I purchase goods? How do I create purchase orders and administer those purchase orders? And then maybe 10 or 15 years ago, we saw a movement toward more strategic procurement. And so folks realized, wait a second, we're spending a ton of money, but we're not getting the value that we could if we really grouped our purchases together and thought about this more strategically.
You know, a lot of times we hear from clients that the roles of people within their procurement organization are not clearly defined, and often that's a symptom. There are transactional people that are trying to do strategic work and strategic people that are trying to do transactional work. Role clarity is really an indication that they haven't designed their service model so that work is being directed to the right places within the organization.
Procurement service delivery for us is focused on implementing what we call a tiered model. That means a tier 0, which is direct access, allowing a client to answer their own questions, to understand the status of their purchase orders, but to do it without ever talking to a person.
Tier 1 and Tier 2 is where you start to get into some of the transactional work, particularly in transactional procurement, processing purchase orders, requisitions, handling inquiries and phone calls and emails. Tier 3, often we call them COEs, and that can be everything from contract administration to strategic sourcing, category management. You know, a lot of procurement organizations have been given a mandate to find automation and find efficiency as a way to reduce costs, but still find value.
We find many of our clients are actually looking for a silver bullet. They think that, hey, if I go with a technology, it's going to solve all of my problems. And what we realize is that technologies, automation, they're enablers.
Without designing the model for service delivery, oftentimes these are kind of chasing after tools and technology that don't provide the benefit that they hope.
What we found, though, historically, is that our clients realize maybe 10 to 25% savings from moving down this path, especially efficiency savings.
We've seen cases where rework accounts for 25 or 30% of the overall procurement organization's activities, and we think a leading practice organization should be around 10%. If you feel like your day-to-day is fighting fires, if you feel like your day-to-day is always a crisis and you can't get to your to-do list that you wanted, an assessment is the right place to start. Designing a model isn't a one-size-fits-all for everyone, so knowing where you are in your journey is the first step before designing the model that will help you.